What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Elevator Life. Nick.
I'm Tim. Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, today got some cool stories to start out with. Actually, I just got back from a trip to Yangshuo with the one and only Sean Ogle. Had a great few days out there. He put up a video on YouTube about it as well and threw it in a post. So be sure to check those out on location180.com if you're not already following him. A great guy. He's currently in Macau, probably gambling away all the money he's earned on this trip. So best of luck for him to getting back here. Any cool updates on your end?
Well, it's kind of an interesting time here in China. Tomorrow, Hillary Clinton's getting here. A guy broke out of prison, house arrest, I should say, up in Beijing, and he's hiding in the U.S. Embassy. So there's some kind of tensions there. There are also some tensions going down with the Philippines, you know, and so we've gotten some questions over here from some Chinese friends. So hopefully everything can work out because we're based over here. Kind of an interesting time though.
Yeah, hopefully everything works out, because if it doesn't, then looks like we're moving to the next brick economy, wherever the growth is high and we can take advantage of. India, Russia, Brazil. I'm a fan of China. I like what we already set up here, so let's stay here. Oh, also, made a salad for dinner tonight. Thought I washed everything thoroughly. Apparently I did not. One of the cons of buying fresh produce from markets is you can find little creepy critters in there. There was a slug in my salad. Found it halfway through eating the salad. It was still alive. Threw it out the window because I'm not a fan of killing stuff, and then continued to finish my salad. Still delicious, but you know, TIC, this is China, right?
Little insight though on how fresh the produce is here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's literally, we see it brought in on the trucks, the fruits, the vegetables, all that stuff. So yeah, literally they truck it in from the fields a couple hours out of town, and you buy it straight from the farmers. So freshness is never a problem here. But enough with our stories. Let's jump into the topic.
Yeah. The topic today. This last week we spent some time heading to Hong Kong. We just set up a Hong Kong corporation, right?
Yes, F2E Ventures Limited.
Holdings Limited.
F2E Ventures Holdings Limited. I'm awful with names. But yeah, we just set that up. It was a really smooth, easy process, especially because we're, what, 2 hours and change away from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're in a very, very strategic location to be able to set up an HK Corp.
Yeah. HK corporations are thoroughly discussed all over the internet. The benefits to doing them, the tax benefits, banking benefits. Check the details under the video. We're going to post some links that thoroughly describe all the benefits you can get in Hong Kong, setting up your corporation here, the benefits compared to places like Singapore, and all that good stuff. The reason that we set our corporation up there, however, is because we are going into the process of setting up a Chinese company, a Woofy actually, a wholly owned foreign entity.
I was going to say, explain the name. All right.
Yeah. And so our Hong Kong company will actually be the one that is owning the Chinese entity, right? Mm-hmm. So we actually went through the process just a few days ago, so we wanted to run it through you guys, let you guys know a little bit about our experience. The process, how easy it was.
Yeah.
So, you know, any of you guys that are looking into doing it can, you know, ask us some questions.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very fluid process. It was mainly emails and phone calls, setting everything up, and then when you needed to be there in person for the signatures and all the official documents, all the stamps that they love to do in Asia. We were in Hong Kong for less than 10 hours.
Yeah.
Took off from Shenzhen. And got there in the afternoon, was there until early evening, and kind of, yeah, ran through the whole process. As long as everything's already, you know, set up and in line, you can legitimately do it in less than a day.
Mm-hmm. I will caution everyone out there that anything that you're doing in Asia will always take a little bit longer than they tell you. For example, you know, this took us a few weeks Because of the Woofy, we're in a time crunch. We wanted to do this as fast as possible. The interesting thing about setting up companies in Asia, both China and Hong Kong, everyone always needs originals. Fax don't do. You always need to send the documents, which is quite annoying because in China, I've set up 2 corporations in America. That's just super easy, you know, online. You can file everything online, just have it done for you. Here that's one of the downsides of the Hong Kong company is you actually personally, all the directors have to go to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You know, and so for a lot of people that aren't as close as we are, that is, you know, something that can be kind of difficult.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the kind of business you're doing, especially if you're an entrepreneur, it's definitely worth the trip when you have a certain amount of capital to use or to play around with, to invest, because it is a worthwhile investment. But yeah, everything takes longer in Asia. That goes from customs to paperwork to wire transfers. Every process takes a little bit longer because they check it 2, 3, 4 times before you get the okay. And like Tim said,
Definitely.
everything has to be original. Original certified with stamps, copies of passports, birth certificates, documents, everything like that. Because they really do cross their T's and dot their I's to a specific extent here.
Sounds good. So we'll get into the process, just go through it so you guys kind of know what we went through. We went through a company. The company was called Jumpstart. We actually used them because a lot of our other entrepreneur friends from the DC, the Dynamite Circle, if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to check it out. It's a great community of entrepreneurs. But yeah, Jumpstart, so we contacted Jumpstart. They sent us all the documents that we had to fill out. We went ahead and filled those out. All you pretty much do is you pick your name, who your shareholders are going to be, how much each shareholder is going to own, the amount of capital each shareholder is going to commit. And you send that right on back to them. And they'll fill it out, they'll certify it, and then once they have all your stuff, I think it was passports, you needed to send certified copies of your passports in. You also need a secretary in Hong Kong. We're using Jumpstart as a secretary service, and it was fairly cheap. I think it was, I only know RMB now because we've been over in China so long.
You guys can use www.xe.com to convert it, just throw RMB prices out.
Yeah, I think it was a few $100 for the year for a secretary. It wasn't expensive at all. But yeah, so once all your documents are in and Jumpstart sends all your documents in, they say it takes 12 business days to set that up.
Yeah.
We actually had a little problem because it landed a few weeks ago on Easter. And so it actually took us like 3 weeks for them to process those documents, but yeah, we got it done.
It's also an interesting point, is Hong Kong holidays, Chinese holidays, not the same. They're separate. Hong Kong's a lot more Western, and the dates kind of revolve around those similar to Western countries, when in China they have their own kind of holiday schedule kind of set up. So definitely something you should pay attention to if you're in a time crunch and you need 10 business days, but if that falls into Chinese New Year, you're not getting that for 6 weeks kind of thing. So, just another little tidbit for you guys to use and, throw in the memory bank.
Yeah.
And, so once we finished all the paperwork, got everything through, there's quite a fair amount of phone tag between Tim trying to get in touch with the company and us, making the voyage out there. And like I said, the voyage out there was just a very, very short, simple, for the most part, clean process. We were doing really well up until we got to the bank, which you can talk about.
Yeah, so we got into Hong Kong, and what you're gonna do when you get there is they email you when your company documents, your business registration, your certificate, and those are set up in a little nice package for you, and you can go there in the morning, pick up those, and then go to HSBC and visit the bank. So once again, all your all your directors of the company need to be present in Hong Kong to set up the bank account. And you need to call about 2 to 3 days in advance to set up an appointment with an HSBC branch there. So you can do it all in one day. You can go pick up your documents, bring those right to HSBC, and then start the banking process. We had a little bit more things to do because we are actually applying for business in China. So we had to go get our documents notarized, and we were we didn't know a lot about the process. And if you're going into China for a wholly owned foreign entity, notarizing is going to be a little under $1,000. But if you're not going to go that way, the whole cost of our Hong Kong company was under $1,000.
Yeah.
So it's fairly cheap, especially if you're like us and you're close. But if you're not, it's still fairly cheap compared to a company in Singapore. HSBC is its whole own beast. We forgot. So this is another thing that you'll find out in Asia. People will tell you things, but they might just for some reason not tell you everything. We were told only the directors of our company need to be in Hong Kong to set up a bank account, and I was told this by HSBC. And so we have actually 2 investors that are only shareholders or not directors of the company, and they're going to be investing in it, the actual startup capital. And so we found out we're sitting down at the bank, ready to start everything up, ready to get going, ready to move, and he goes, "Oh, so your shareholders aren't here?" No, why does that matter? "Oh, I need certified copies of their passports as well. I have your guys' right here, but I need theirs too." And I was, we've been doing this for 2 weeks. How has no one told me that they needed to come? Anyway, we were able to get them certified in the States, and then again, original copies mailed all the way over to China, but we got that taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, besides those few minor speed bumps, to be honest, to set up a corporation, a very, pain-free process. I mean, spending the day in Hong Kong, awesome, and setting up an HK Corp, even better. So overall, I think it was a really, really good, pain-free experience, and we recommend it for anybody who's interested in getting involved in Asia or any kind of international business.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll run through quickly, just like an overall summary of what the process is.
Yeah.
Once you get your Jumpstart is a company again that we use, but there's many companies you can use. Once you file with them, it's about a 12-day process, business days, and then you'll get an email when you can go and pick up your documents. This process you can do in 1 day. Pick up your documents in the morning, go visit HSBC to set up your account in the afternoon, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And the overall cost should not be more than $1,000, including your secretary service. So that's pretty much it with setting up a Hong Kong corporation.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, really, in a nutshell. That was the entire process. Not difficult, not too hard. Now we got an HK Corp, so that's everything from us for this episode.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about setting this up, even what companies to use, which you've already mentioned, directions to these places, just get at us on our website, Twitter, Facebook, and we'll be sure to reply. So, cheers, everybody.
Yeah, sounds good. Wish us luck with the U.S.-China negotiations. Hopefully everything works out for us over here.
Yeah, or else we're going to have to find a new revenue stream.
All right, see you guys.
Cheers.